My name is Rob Bigler. I'm CEO of TCGplayer, and I want to start off, I want to say thank you. Thank you. I'm going to say thank you to 4 different groups. First off, thank you to the TCGplayer team. Thank you to everybody who set it up. Thank you, TCGplayer team. I love our team. I'll just say that the TCGplayer team rocks. They're capable of so much, so thank you for setting everything up. Second group I want to thank tonight, got to thank the tech team helping us out, the bartenders. Thank you very much to that group. There is a third group. It's a secret group that I will thank later on. So I'm going to hold that thanks. But the fourth group, I want to thank all of you. I want to thank the sellers on TCGplayer. Yeah, no. Woo! Come on. You're what it's all about. I'm going to talk more about that. But seriously, you are what it is all about. So thank you for being here. But thank you for what you do for the community. Thank you for the games, for the tournaments, for the community. It's awesome. And we create that. It's so cool. Anyway, it's cool. So thank you for doing that. What I want to do is talk about our journey. Because you're on that journey with us. A lot of you saw my announcement last week talking about the strategy, talking about what we're doing. I want to talk more about that tonight. So I guess objectives for tonight. Number one, I want you all to have fun. Right? How come I come to Kentucky and I start saying y'all? Like that? I'm not like, I can get my Canadian accent, eh? I live in Toronto. But anyway, the number one, have fun. I want you to encourage you to talk to as many people as you can. Share your war stories, share your victories. That's what it's all about, is connecting with the community here. So we're very excited for that. But number two, I want to share more about TCGplayer, where we've been, where we're going, and how we're going to get there. All right, so let's make sure it's working. There we go. 4 things we're going to talk about. Number one, we're going to talk more about the strategy. And importantly, I want to talk about why. I want you to understand why that is our strategy. And spoiler alert, it's about you. Our strategy is based on the needs of professional sellers. So I'm going to get back to that, but it's important for you to understand the why. This is our strategy. And we've already been working on it. So I'm going to share some of what we've done in 2024, reflect on that, because we're already working on the strategy. We're walking the walk already, and that's key. And then I'm excited to start talking more about our future. You're going to hear us doing more of that. You're going to hear us more talking about what we are going to deliver and how we're going to do it, because we've already been doing it, right? So that's proof that we are going to do what I say we're going to do. I'm not going to promise any fancy widgets. We're going to do what I say we're going to do. We know how to do it. And then, very excited, it's the first year we're celebrating TCGplayer's Hobby Shop of the Year. So that's going to be cool, because that's celebrating all of you and the community that you create in your local community. So that's very cool. Right on? Does that work? All right. So a little bit of context. Before we go on a journey, we all need to know where we're starting from. So TCGplayer started out of a game store, Twilight Games in Syracuse, New York. And on that journey, TCGplayer did what a lot of startups do. They tried things. And then they tried more things. And then they tried a lot of things, and proof of concept here, proof of concept there. And they had a marketplace, they had a fulfillment center, and then they're doing sort, and let's have seller tools, and let's have point of sale systems, and let's do binder pause, and let's do content, and let's do channel fireball, and let's do board games, and let's do sports cards, and let's do comics. So they were doing a lot of stuff, which is awesome. And then things grew and things worked. Like, so many of these ideas worked, which was awesome. But it was too much, honestly, like too much. And so when I came in 2 years ago, I looked at all that like, wow, this is amazing. Like, look at what you've been able to accomplish. That's awesome. But we focused. So last year at GAMA, you heard me talking about, we're not going to do sports trading cards. We discontinued comics. We're going to focus on TCGs. We are TCGplayer, and we're strong. We've got some great ideas within TCGs, and that's where we can add the most value to the community. So we said we're going to focus within TCGs. But that's still a big space. So then we said, well, within that space, how do we decide where we focus first? And I said, well, that's easy. We focus on our customers. We focus on our customers and what do the customers need and what can we deliver? And that's where we focused. And so first thing we said to ourselves, well, who are our customers? And so we had a good debate. We looked at the data. We said, you know what? We're going to focus, like the bullseye that we're pointing that arrow at, professional sellers. You, people in this room, professional sellers. This is TCGplayer's core customer. And then there's a lot of things that we could do. I hear ideas, oh, we should do staffing software, or we should do tournament software. Well, we're actually pretty good at marketplaces. So yeah, all these other ideas and needs you have. So let's focus on professional sellers' top needs for high volume TCG selling. That's where we can add the most value. Let's focus there. And so we said, well, within this, what are the professional sellers' top needs? And this is a very simple list, but it was based on surveys, based on interviews, based on panels. But we said, number one thing, show me the money, right? Number one need is conversion, is sales. So we said, okay, that's a top need. Number two, everybody's got their room of doom. Thousands and thousands of physical cards. Help us digitize that. Like we need to digitize, take thousands of physical cards, turn them into digital representations. What's the card? What's the price? And help me sell it. You can't sell it unless it's digitized. And then seller tools is another big need. Like a lot of the software that's out there for small businesses, it's not designed for TCGs, right? It's designed for like 10,000 SKUs total. And you guys have millions of SKUs. So how do we help provide? That's a big need. Like how do we have a TCG specific seller need or seller tools to fit the seller need there? And then fulfillment solutions. High volume, low cost fulfillment is a major need that you have. I haven't talked to a game store yet that says, I don't actually want to talk to customers, I just want to lick envelopes, right? You want to be talking to customers, you want to be playing games, you don't want to be in the back licking envelopes or dealing with all the customer service support stuff. So you get a program like TCGplayer Direct that we can use our economies of scale, and that's a big challenge for e-commerce in particular, especially if you're an LGS and you want to focus on the games. So how can we help with that big need? Another big need, simplify the fees, right? Simplify the fees, make sure the fees make sense, and give you the economics to say, okay, I can make a decision because the fees are simple enough and standard enough that I can decide if TCGplayer is worth it or not. That's important. So we looked at those needs, and that is our strategy. Like our strategy is designed around meeting those needs that are on that list. And so these are our 5 strategic priorities that we started in 2023. Buyer engagement, bring us the buyers. And so we focus on how do we cast the net wide, how do we cast the net deep. Seller experience, a whole suite. It's not just a single thing, it's everything working well together. High volume TCG tools help sellers digitize and manage their inventory, optimize their inventory once we get it. Fulfillment solutions, we need to revamp our high volume scalable fulfillment solutions. We need to use our economies of scale to make it more economic for you to send those boxes and boxes of cards from your room of doom to TCGplayer, so we can help you with that. You can focus on the game. We can use our economies of scale with fulfillment. And the buyers like it better too because they're not looking at 10 different envelopes coming in. They get one big envelope coming through. So we can help you with that. Scalable infrastructure, that's key for us. And this is a couple of things. One, it's reliability of the infrastructure, no downtime. But then it's also the engineering processes we have. And we're getting muscles. We're building our muscles up so that we can, because this room has so many good ideas. And I want to have an engineering team that can start to roll those out faster and faster so that we can help you be more successful. So we're working on that. And bottom line for everything with us is trust. E-commerce depends on trust. You have to trust us that we're going to have your back with the buyers, and the buyers have to trust us that we've got their back with the seller. So when you send things, you know you're going to get paid for them. So trust is key for a lot of what we do. That's it. It's simple. It's based on your needs. Now, TCGplayer, I looked at that. We're okay. We've got elements of this that works and elements there, but God, we could be great. We could take all those proof of concepts that we've developed as a startup. We could make them work better together. We could make it easier. So that's what we want to do. We want to make it easier for you to sell high volumes of TCGs at scale and profitably, right? Whether it's on TCGplayer, whether it's in your store, we want to make it simple for you to do. And we've been doing it. So now that's the strategy. Now I'm going to talk about what we've done already in 2024. Well, and some of it we talked about last year even. Josh talked about buyer engagement. Stephanie talked about seller experience. Jason talked about digitization. Those are brand new teams. Like they started a couple months before GAMA last year, and now we're getting it done. So looking at 2024, I'm going to go through each of those strategic priorities. 2024, a lot of time. Can you guys see okay? I'll kind of dance around. A Buyer engagement. Now, these numbers are as of Q3 2024, but we did drive GMV and buyer growth for sure. We also added 6 new games, diversified the platform, improved our publisher partnerships, some cool exclusives, some cool ideas coming through. This is a big one. The third one, improved, there's a lot of words in here, improved personalized merchandising and search features using data-driven product recommendations. What that means, we're not sending Pokemon emails to Magic players, right? We're serving up, we're merchandising the site so that people are seeing the type of products that they buy, and they're seeing the content that they buy, and they're not opting into it, but we're being intelligent about how we merchandise the site so the buyers are buying more. That's the whole point of this. Get the buyers buying more, make it easy for them to buy, make it easy for them to figure out the site. And our content is a key part of that. We had content that was hidden behind a subscriber wall. Open that up, open the content up, because that's good for the community. So we did that, and we had some record-breaking promotions. Our Mayhem promotion set records, and then we broke those records with Cyber Weekend. And hopefully you all saw that, because hopefully it was coming through in your results, because that's what gets us excited, is driving promotions that drive your performance. So a lot on the buyer side. Second big strategic priority, seller experience. Last year, Stephanie talked about the Growth Acceleration Program kicking off. We have now had 1,000 different stores go through our Growth Acceleration Program, and on average, they have seen 55% growth on TCGplayer. So good job, everybody there. Thank you to the team. If you haven't heard of this program, where's Megan? Megan? Yeah, Megan's running the Growth Acceleration Program. Reach out to Megan if you have not heard of that program, because it's awesome. Another thing that was really important to me is how can we make it easy for you to figure out how to make money on TCGplayer, right? So you don't have to call in to say, oh, it's hard to do. So we relaunched our seller education platform. So there's a new hub. There's a new way that we kind of manage all of it, the blog, and so that no matter how big you are, no matter what time of day it is, you can access information about how to sell on TCGplayer. And that was important for us. And also as a part of this, we launched some other programs like the out-of-stock report, right? And out-of-stock report, some direct reports, just giving you more information. The more information you have to make good business decisions, right? That's important. I also love the customer advisory board. All right, so we want more feedback. I love this session because I get a lot of feedback from sellers, but we want more. So we created the customer advisory board, and we've run 400 different tests through that board. Say, oh, we're going to launch this feature. What do you think? Oh, what if it did this? What if it did that? And that's actually helped us launch better features because you guys have the ideas. You're the ones using it. You're the customers. So that's been awesome. A great example of that is our Scan and Identify, which is now available in the Pro Suite. It's similar to Quick List, so you can take a whole bunch of your images and import them, decide what you're going to import. We demoed it at GAMA last year and took your feedback and modified it. And then we ran it through the CAB, the Customer Advisory Board, and got more feedback and improved it. And that way, when we rolled it out, it worked better. Like, it was a good experience because we developed it together. And that's what we want to do a lot more of. Also, on the digitization front, we had the Roka Max come out. Roka Max with 3,000 cards at once. You can load it and leave it overnight, and that was huge. The Roka Pack Creator came out. We added Lorcana. And I'm very excited to announce, as of March, Rokas will have One Piece. So One Piece is now coming to Roka. There we go. I heard there was some requests today for that one. That's just for you. There you go. Hey, look at that. Look at that feedback right there. So we're very excited about that. Yeah. And we're going to keep them coming. This is where, yeah, this list is good. I'm proud of this list, but we've got a big roadmap. We've got a big roadmap. And so when I talk about where we're going, there's going to be a lot on seller experience that we're talking about, right? Now, the next 3, we've got 5 strategic priorities, fulfillment solutions. Now, this one I know we had a bit of a challenge on because we had to simplify. We had to simplify the operations so that we can improve them. And then when I talk about our next steps, you'll see we're coming back. So we had to pause buy list. We had to pause sort. And also with discrepancies. We had to come down harder on the discreps. But we had RIs coming in with 20% discrepancies. 1 out of every 5 cards was not the card that was supposed to be coming in. And we couldn't do that. Right? So that's why we had to take a stand on the discrepancies. We had to come down a bit harder on that and our policies around that, and we're also on buy list and sort, but it's worked. It's simplified the operation. We've improved the operation. We're improving throughput. And part of the plans you'll see me talk about is bring them back from the dead, right? We will be bringing these back. I'll be talking about that, but we needed to simplify in order to bring it back the right way, right? So great ideas, but we want to bring them back the right way. Next up, we've done a lot to scale the infrastructure. So from a downtime perspective, we're now at three nines for uptime. I mean, 99.999% of the time we're up, so that's improved. But also we've improved the engineering processes. We're increasing the pace of delivery. And that's, you won't see that. I'm just being transparent about what we've got to work. Like, we got to work on this behind the scenes, and so that we can then give you the other fun bits that some people might consider more sexy. But anyway, we had to work on this. We're making good progress in 2024. And last, trust. Trust is key. So we've rolled out new policies. We've come down harder on buyers, we've invested in technology, doubled the size of the fraud team, strengthening seller protections, filtering 99% of platform fraud. This is something we're always going to be working on, but we're always going to be fighting for it, right? Reduce the fraud, improve the trust. Trust is key. So a lot of improvements in 2024. There was a lot on the buyer side for that buyer engagement initiative. Going forward, it's going to be a lot on the seller side. So we're very excited to be pushing forward for what's to come over the next 2 years. These are our two big priorities for the next 2 years: inventory management and fulfillment solutions. These are the seller tools that we've been talking about. This is a lot of those programs we rolled out on seller were good, but this is going to be the core, that if we can rebuild a scalable, reliable, TCG-focused suite of tools, the whole suite of tools, help you easily identify, price, list, store, sift, store, manage, sell, profitably sell, I might say, and ship high volumes of cards. That's where we want to go with that. We've got a lot of the ideas there now, but they don't tie together well. We're okay, but we could be great, and we could provide you a great tool here to be doing this. Also on fulfillment, we're going to improve internal operations, processes, and systems. We will be relaunching what fulfillment is. It'll take us some time to get there. It's a journey for us, but relaunch scalable, low-cost fulfillment solution. That's direct, store your products, sort, buy list. That's all in the works, and we're planning. It's all on the roadmap. 2026. It feels like a ways out, but both of these programs are comprised of a lot of small different modules and small different systems that all need to work together, so it will take us time. We're going to endeavor, though, during that process, we're going to try and make it modular. So when we have something, we'll ship it. We'll roll it out, like scan and identify. That's going to be a part of this inventory management tool. But we got that rolled out, and that's something that we've got now. We're going to keep on doing that as we go forward. All right, so those are going to be the two big goals. That's what we're working on for the next year, 2 years. There's also other things. So other things we're working on, number one, to ensure that we successfully deliver those two goals, we need to do this. Number two, to make sure that you continue to be successful on TCGplayer, we need to do this over the next 2 years. We are going to keep driving buyers. We're going to keep driving growth in the marketplace, especially find ways to open up the international buyer market for your inventory. That's going to be big. It's out there. They're shopping TCGplayer already. We're going to find ways to make it easier for you to access them. The TCGplayer team rocks. Just going to say it. I love the TCGplayer team, but we're going to strengthen it. We're going to grow it because we have to get all the stuff done that I'm talking about. We will have simplified fees, right? That will be a part of those programs we roll out when we roll fulfillment out again. When we come out with the inventory management tools, they will have simplified fees. It's going to take us some time, but we will get there. And also on that, I know any change to the fees is huge, it's scary, and it is change for you. So we are going to pressure test, okay, we're thinking about doing this, and we will run that through the customer advisory board. We're thinking about this, how would that react? And so we will run that through. My goal as well, the fee matches the value delivered. That's the key. And it'll be easy for you to see and easy for you to do the calculations around that, and we will also give you enough lead time. Yeah, this is coming, this is why it's coming, and this is when it's coming, so that you can plan your business decisions around that, because that will be a change. But I think it's going to be really good because it's going to be transparent and it's going to be simple, and that's going to be good. We're going to keep working on our development efficiency and scale and closed loop communication. We want to be talking more and more, right? Because we're on this journey together. We're on this quest together. And so we will, like the blog post last week, we will start doing more and more of that now that you've seen the journey that we're on. Because we want you to be on that journey with us. We want you to understand where we're going. And I'm very excited on that journey. TCGplayer now has a new vision and a new logo. And this gets back to the strategy. This gets back to our legacy. This gets back to the community and our values. But our goal, our quest for TCGplayer is to be the most trusted trading card game platform connecting and empowering the hobby community. Like every word there is key. Trust is key. Platform, it's going to all work together. Connecting and empowering in the hobby community. All these words are key for us because our goal is to give you the tools, empower you to succeed, because that gets the community going. That's how we strengthen the community, and that's what it's all about. Make sense? Were you with me on that? Yeah? All right, good. And also, we've simplified our logos. So you'll see that coming through too. You'll see we've got logos and brands all over the place, but we're simplifying that. We're simplifying that down. It's still the legacy is there, but it's a simpler, updated brand image. So very excited about the vision. Also very excited. So remember I said there was another group I wanted to thank tonight? I want to thank Wizards. Wizards in the house, where are they? There we go. So TCGplayer, I'm going to back up a little bit. Within the hobby community, yes, I said we're focused. Like we're aiming, we're targeting professional sellers and the enthusiast players that go along with it. Yes, that's our target. But we realize TCGplayer can help the entire community. We realize that with publishers, amazing publishers like Wizards, we can help connect them with buyers. We can help with sellers, right? And we can help with trust. Trust is key. Trust is key for e-commerce. Trust is key for us, and trust is key for Wizards. So the first stage of our partnership with Wizards is to get the Wizards Play Network badge on TCGplayer, right? So when you see your store on TCGplayer, or for trust, if a buyer wants to filter on TCGplayer by WPN stores, they'll be able to do that. So we're super excited about it because it's trust. And that WPN badge is a trusted badge. You've worked your butt off to get the WPN badge. You deserve the WPN badge. And so they will see that on TCGplayer. So it'll be a pilot program. So you will need to opt into it. So see somebody from TCGplayer or Wizards afterwards, and they'll give you more information on it. It'll be a pilot program that's coming out soon. And I think you guys announced it too. Didn't you go onto your site and you're talking about it? Yeah. Yep. So it's up on the Wizards Play Network's website right now. We are super excited about this. Wizards is amazing. Magic the Gathering. So hand for the Wizards team. It's awesome. And this is just the beginning. Like I do think there's a lot that together we can do for the community, and that's what it's all about. So very excited about that. So that's it. I've explained what our strategy is and why. Like it all comes back to you guys. I've explained kind of the context of where we're coming from. Lots of great ideas, not necessarily scalable, but okay ideas. We've already started the journey. We know where we're going. We know how to get there. And we want y'all to come along with us. Can I say y'all? I'm going to say y'all. Y'all, well, all y'all to come along with us at the same time. I love it. It's just natural. Huh? It's Louisville. Yeah, it's natural, not natural to say it. Anyway. Next up, talking more about community, Stephanie Mims, our SVP of Seller Experience.
Thank you. Hey, let's give it up for Rob. Right? Great strategy, right? We are all super excited about the journey that we're heading on. And one of the great parts of this journey is about celebrating all of you, our sellers. And our wonderful Sam Bermudez right here. Sam! Woo! Okay. Came up with this fabulous idea to celebrate those sellers who represent the community we want to empower. And so she created what we call Hobby Shop of the Year. So let me start with this.
Welcome to TCGplayer's Hobby Shop of the Year, a celebration of the heart and soul of the trading card game community, our local hobby shops. These shops are more than just places to buy and sell. They're the center of our community. We're celebrating hobby shops in every way we can. Here's to every hobby shop that brings people together and makes the TCG community what it is. Let's keep celebrating, keep growing, and keep gaming. Get ready to join us for Hobby Shop of the Year.
Great. Wonderful video, right? Okay, good. So that being said, the exciting thing about this evening is we are going to highlight our 3 finalists. Okay, so we had, as you saw, over 67 stores. We had over 10,500 votes to pick the top 3 stores. And the top 3 stores are all winners because what they do is they embody everything that we've talked about within our vision and in supporting our community. So, ready for the unveiling of our stores? All right. So, one of our finalists is TCG Health Points out of Fresno, California. Right? Yes. So, Henry Pham owns this store. He unfortunately couldn't be here with us this evening. So we're celebrating him, and we're going to send him his wonderful award. But Henry got almost 1,300 votes. Think about that. It's pretty amazing. And Henry's community who voted for him talked about how wonderful it feels to be in his stores, how great his customer service was, and how much he really wants to continue to bring a fabulous feeling in the community and to continue to grow it. So, congratulations to Henry and to TCG Health Points. Okay? So that is our finalist. Our next finalist is the Upkeep Games from Hull in Ann Arbor, Michigan. So, we're very fortunate to have them here. Christopher Walton, Rose Savage, are you here? Woo! So first of all, I absolutely love their store because they're in Michigan, and I'm from Michigan, so go blue, yes. But Christopher and Rose, here you go. Christopher and Rose, they really embody, again, what we espouse. Not only do they run 2 stores, okay, they also have their own nonprofit, the Upkeep Gives, okay, and they support the community. They bring in families, and they have room for families and working parents and for their kids to have fun at their stores as well, which is really incredible. Not to mention the wonderful experience that all those stores bring to folks. So congratulations on being a finalist. So let's get a picture. Do you have a picture? Ah, okay.
A quick picture?
Yeah, quick picture. All right. There we go. All right. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Christopher. Okay, are you ready for the winner of the 2024 Hobby Shop of the Year? Gamelandia from Palo Alto, California. Barry Hatfield. Where's Barry? Come on up, Barry. Okay. Here's to Barry. Barry, yeah, oh, wow. No, that's amazing. No, wow to you, really. Barry's store is absolutely incredible. Barry's very focused on inclusion. So he very much focuses on women, the LGBT community, and communities at risk. And I think the coolest thing that he said in the application on this is that you wanted to create a safe place because when you grew up, you didn't have that in a rural area. And so he's out there creating a safe place for people to come, enjoy, have a blast, and game. So congratulations, Barry.
Thank you.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I think you awesome. Sure, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, boys. All right.
I'll hold that for you.
I have a list.
Yes.
Owning a store is all about lists. Yeah, wow. This is this is pretty crazy. As a newish store, I never really thought we would be getting an award like this. And it's awesome that Sam had the idea to honor shops like ours and the other great shops that got all the great votes for this. So just thank you to Sam and Rob and Stephanie, Megan, Tim, Liz, D'Angelo, the GAP program, which was great for us, and everyone else at TCGplayer. On behalf of our very fun, very weird community at Gamelandia, we're really grateful to get this award. It's a recognition of our hard work and the amazing community we've put together. It's our customers, our staff, and the players of all ages who make our shop really special. 7 days a week, we're out there trying to make a welcoming and exciting space for everyone, especially for people who have never been in a game store before. And if you're not actively engaging those people, I highly, highly recommend it because they are ready. And I want to thank the industry partners we work with, colleagues at Distribution, Wizards has been great. The WPN Premium program has been awesome. And just thank everyone for their advice and support and encouragement. And, everyone at GAMA that talked to me when I was out here before we opened. And I annoyed you with a lot of questions and followed you around with a notepad. So here's to many more years of great gaming and working with TCGplayer. Thank you. Yeah.
There you go.
Awesome.
Thank you, Barry.
Yeah.
Thank you. So again, incredible stores. We're so honored to have the top 3 finalists that we talked about here. To get to this level is absolutely amazing. We are going to continue to run this going into next year. Get your applications in, tell your people to vote. It's going to continue to be even bigger and better. And again, thanks to Sam and Tim for all of the work. And thank you all. And congratulations to our winners. Yeah.
Cool. So thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you for everything you do for the community. Take care.